This video will introduce you to some projects you can make with kids. Flower pots with materials that don't require any cutting. For the flower pot project, you will need terracotta pots, mosaic materials, and we're using vitreous glass tiles, small ceramic tiles, and glass baubles, and some appropriate adhesive and grout if you wish to grout. We are using Thinset as our adhesive. You can use this super simple pre-mix Thinset if your pots are not intended for exterior use. I'm going to go ahead and put about half of the Thinset on the pot, and the kids will start embedding their materials. Well, these are looking mighty fine. There's all kinds of fun materials being used. A couple of cautions. You don't want to mosaic that pieces are sticking too far off the bottom. So a trick there that can help is to work this way. That way you know for sure if something's going to fall off. We also want to make sure we have enough adhesive. Great job. Look at this. Another trick, of course, is if you have them, old lazy Susans. This way we don't have to be manipulating the pot in our hands. I went ahead and mixed up Thinset from powder for the kids. We have videos that very specifically talk about how to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and just spread out. In this case, we're using white. And we're going to try and work with our pieces a little further apart so that we can grout this pot. All right, we're going to have Jonathan spread some Thinset on his pot. Nice and smooth and pretty even. I'm just taking a damp, wet towel and doing some cleanup on some of the materials. The Thinset's going to harden up to concrete tomorrow, so we really want to clean that up for them. So one set of pots will grout. The other we're just going to clean up, and they will travel as is. When I'm mixing grout, I like to put a little water in the bottom of the container. So now I'm going to put some grout in this container. And I'm just going to do a simple gray, add a little more water, and I want to mix this down to approximately the consistency of, let's say, brownie batter. A little more water. Great trick is to use a spray bottle. That way I don't overwater. Now we have to allow for a slaking period. We're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. All the molecules are talking to each other. It's making it a stronger product. And I went ahead and put some tape around the edge because we didn't mosaic this area. It'll give me a nice clean line. So let's just start with this small one. Something I like to use to spread my grout out is a sponge. It takes a little while when you have really big spaces for the grout to cure out. So this has been sitting for a good 20 minutes. And now I'm going to just take an ever so damp little sponge and try and get that top layer off. So these are taking some cleaning, no doubt about that, but it's looking pretty good. Maybe clean that line just a hair. What will happen is there'll be a little bit of a haze that forms, but we're going to let this sit for several hours. I'll come back with another rag, buff it up, but these look great. What is grout? Grout is a mixture of water, cement, sand, and colorant, and grout is used to fill in the gaps in between the tiles. Grouting is optional. There's no adhesive properties to grout, and it provides little structural integrity on a project like this. We have a video titled How to Grout a Mosaic, which will give you step-by-step directions. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, life's a mosaic. You pick the pieces.